25.
Hey, out.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Well, we changed it. Hey, report. Ready. Finish up.
Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Washington's got it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First and 10, here's Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson going to keep it running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they run with Harris off the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
4th down. Here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And Really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson uses the stiff arm. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Ravens at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
13.
Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A gain there of 21 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got some space here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Off play action. Pickett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No, we change it. Go.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. They find some open field here. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jackson gonna run, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll let it fly for Austin. It got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. From the gun on third down, Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On the return, Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start with the option. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing on third down, here's Pickett. Completes it to Austin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. To the air on first down with Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, first and 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action with Jackson. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, here's Fournette. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. from the gun. Here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
To throw again on second down, Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll try the right side with Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Pickett back to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Pickett.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner,